Yes. Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, advertising and marketing. We're back, Breaking and Entering live show, marketing show, news show. It's the one you deserve. I think we tagged that yesterday, Gino.
You deserve this.
You deserve this. Before we get started, Gino has an announcement. Gino.
Yes, I want to make an announcement here about my shirts. I bought 10 white shirts, the same exact one on Amazon Basics. So this is my new uniform for the show. I got 2 gray ones as well. I think they were all less than $10, Jack.
Steve Jobsian. Very Steve
Jobsian.
Jobsian. I saw, before we keep it going, it reminds me, I saw a tweet yesterday, Steve Jobs, transcript of an interview he did where someone asked him what his weaknesses are, and by the middle of his answer, he just started naming his strengths. He just refused to answer what his weaknesses are, doesn't believe in it, and I think that that's admirable, similar to your shirts.
Thank you, yes. So that's my new uniform. I want to put that out to the world. So
It looks like you got a tie going here.
I got more ties, Jack. You can have your tie back. I was borrowing Jack's, and I got a set of 4 ties, skinny ties.
Oh, great, great. Okay, looks like Ross is pulling something up. Do we want to show, before we jump into the 2-minute drill, it's it's FIFA World Cup time,
it's all
and
good.
I believe this is Adidas, just dropped this.
Is this the Lego one, Ross?
We're going
There's 2 of them.
Adidas,
Anyways, there's 2 of them right now. It's World Cup season. You got the Lego spot, and we got an Adidas spot here. The Lego spot's the one I want.
Okay, let's go with the Lego one. We'll show the Lego one.
Let's watch it together.
This is my first time seeing it. That's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Mm-hmm. That's Messi.
That's Messi. Got it. Mbappe. Thank you, Ross.
Who's gonna get it?
A little bit of hungry hippos.
Mm-hmm. Is that like a random person?
Everyone wants a piece, Gino.
Everyone wants a piece.
Lego has inserted themselves into the conversation. New Lego editions for FIFA.
And Ronaldo also posted this on his feed here. So I got one DM, not a lot of DMs, but from like a non-advertising person.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about it. How much it probably costed Lego for that to get all these people on there. What do we know? I think what Super Bowl can range anywhere from $1 million to $7 million for talent.
Yeah.
So maybe within that ballpark for these guys.
And he posted it.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo posted it too, and he's got the most followers in the world on Instagram.
Is that correct? Would you say our mystery guest today? Is that the right range you would say for celebrity talent?
7 million plus on some of the bigger ones.
7 million plus. That's our secret guest.
It's not a secret necessarily, because after we do the 2-minute drill, Dan Kelly is going to be joining the show. He's the ECD at BBDO to talk about the Pringles work. But before we get into that, let's get into the 2-minute drill. It's the biggest stories of the day. It's the biggest marketing topics. Each story, 2 minutes each. Let's get into it.
A lot of Publicis today.
It's a Publicis day. Gino's first up. Publicis wins Microsoft's global media account over dentsu.
Big win here. A lot of poke and poach. Remember that one we used to talk about, Jack, here?
Poke and poach.
Poke and poach. The Publicis poke and poach. They just got Microsoft and took that from dentsu. That's Dentsu's been kind of struggling lately.
They've had a rough go, and they just named a new CEO last week.
Say the name.
The name is Takeshi Sano. That's what I'm going with. Sorry if I messed up your name, but any other thoughts there? It's a big win for Publicis.
Yeah, I think what did we see last year media-wise loss for Dentsu? I believe Subway was one of them. Was LinkedIn as well?
Yes.
One of them?
Yep. LinkedIn, which is owned by Microsoft. This is what you're talking about with the poke and poach. With Publicis, the Publicis poke and poach, the triple P, and I imagine probably built in a good relationship there. Winning LinkedIn, you get in somewhere like a little bit smaller under the larger mega corporation, and then kind of prove yourself. Gives you some leverage now to go in for the Microsoft business. Microsoft owns LinkedIn, so. It's a big one. It's a big one for Publicis. Earlier this week, I had dentsu on a get right game. I forgot what they won. They won an account earlier this week, and I said it's a get right game for dentsu. And so this is just, it's a tough blow. It's a big one.
Yeah, no, this is a massive account here. It was, I think it's one of their largest accounts. It has to be one of their largest accounts.
$700 million in spend globally on media just last year for Microsoft, and so now Publicis will be in control of that media spend. The billings on that are insane, I imagine.
I think one silver lining here, dentsu retains the Xbox account for media.
That's a fun one.
Is Xbox getting discontinued? Did I read that somewhere?
I haven't. We have to ask. I'm not gaming. When was the last time you played a video game?
Oh, I'm a Subway Surfers guy.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Like on like a console, like PS2
no,
or.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but yeah. So Publicis big win there, and we continue the Publicis trend, Gino, with. I think this is bigger than people realize.
Right. So Publicis is set to purchase 160 over 90. 160 over 90 was owned by WME, right? It is a sports agency. It's sports culture, experiential agency, and they just purchased that, which signifies their investment into the sports category here. Last year, Publicis spent $500 million invested into the sports category, and they're building that up. So basically, once this deal closes, it goes from 80 people in their sports division to over 750 people in their sports division, Jack.
It's like who's walking who. You know, like if you have like a massive dog, like who's walking who.
Right.
It almost, it's you're just kind of like buying now the company. But they're on a shopping spree here with sports. And they're doing a lot. They partnered with Magic Johnson earlier this year. They launched, what was it?
Influential sports. It's like their sports, like getting brands in front of like athletes and creators.
They're getting into what Katie Dayton at the Wall Street Journal said, the nexus, the sports sponsorship brand nexus. Like how can they burrow their way in there? I have a thing here. I also kind of stole this from Katie Dayton as well, Wall Street Journal reporter. For when it comes to the holding companies and their purchasing patterns, sports is the new influencer marketing, which was the new data.
Data went to influencer marketing, now is into sports.
Like you think of these holding companies, they buy up a bunch of data shops, and then they started to get into influencer marketing, buying all that up, and now it feels like sports is the next push. You see it, like VCs are starting to get involved in sports investment, so it just feels like they're just following the money. Where's the money headed? Where's investment going?
And working with Magic Johnson, I mean, he's one of the best business moguls out there.
Magic Johnson is one of the great Twitter accounts as well.
Oh, what's he saying?
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of recaps something that happened. He was like, my Lakers had a big win today, and LeBron James had 27 points.
It's kind of like what you do for a living.
Shut up. Magic Johnson care to come on the show to discuss. Next story, a little bit of executive CMO shakeup, Gino.
This is a CMO shakeup here. New Cadillac CMO will kick it off with that. Cadillac is owned by GM, ladies and gentlemen. David Mogensen is the new CMO of Cadillac. Where was he at before, Jack?
Oh, God.
That would
Uber.
be Uber.
Thank you.
That's right there. So he left Uber. He's going to be the CMO for Cadillac there. And Cadillac's in a good spot.
Yeah, I was reading that.
It's one of their best, 2025 was one of their best sales years since 2007, Jack.
Yeah.
So he's coming in playing on house money.
He's coming in. He's starting on third base, Gino.
Yeah.
You got a situation here, Cadillac. Also, every single rich person in New York is driven around in an Escalade. I feel like that has to contribute to it. It's unbelievable.
Interesting. Are they using Uber to get the Cadillac to pick them up?
Yes, that's
Uber
a good
Black.
point. Uber Black. It's never been a better time to be a private driver, I feel like. Because between Uber Black and then rich people, I mean, these people are staying busy.
And they're looking at EV. That's electronic vehicles there for the folks at home.
There's at least one person that just went, of course.
Yes. So that's their money. And F1, they have like the car in F1 now. They did a Super Bowl ad with translation, and also they had an ad with 72 and Sunny. So this Cadillac F1 partnership is doing well there. So David's going to have to keep that going.
And then on the Uber side, you got to fill a gap here with him stepping away. Georgie Jeffries elevated from, she was in North America and Canada, or I guess it's the same thing, North America CMO to now global CMO. And Georgie Jeffries is a beast. I feel like we all everyone has seen their work that they've done for Uber Eats, for Uber, at least stateside. So I think that's a good one for Georgie.
Georgie is a creative-led CMO, ladies and gentlemen.
She's creative first.
Creative
She's like
first.
a player's coach,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
She
Next
was on
one.
our. She won Brand Side Person of the Month in 2025.
That's right, from Breaking and Entering. That's
Yeah.
right. Gino, Pamela Anderson, and is this pronounced Airy?
Erie?
Airy?
Airy?
Airy.
What's Airy?
Airy? What's Airy?
It's an Abercrombie and Fitch.
No.
It's American Eagle.
Yeah.
American Eagle.
Sub-brand. American Eagle sub-brand here.
Yeah.
And there's a new ad that just came out with Shadow, an ad agency that kind of owns this space.
They've been doing
You got
great
Invisible
work.
Dynamics and Shadow that I feel like are crushing
Both
it.
like similarly named. I feel
Yeah.
like they would come from the same holding thing if I didn't know any better.
Yeah. Shadow is up here, and basically how I would describe this ad, if we can kind of show it in the back. That freaking electroshocked my ear. I got electrocuted by that. How I would describe this ad for the folks at home, it is like Uncommon created something, and then Dove Real Beauty comes in.
this is exactly the note that I had. This is Dove Real Beauty coded,
Yes.
in my opinion. But I love what you say there.
But it kind of starts off with like anti-AI.
Well, that,
people never.
that shock in the beginning. I
Yeah,
love
that would be like an Uncommon-esque. Nilsian.
But anyways, the whole point of this is that Aerie is saying they will never use AI models for their shoots and photo shoots, and so they enlist Pamela Anderson. And I didn't know this, but Pamela Anderson made a pledge in 2023 that she will never wear makeup ever again. That includes press tours, public appearances. Pamela Anderson is going makeupless, and she's been doing it since 2023. So a very obvious partnership, and also like, I guess I'm not the target audience, so I probably wouldn't know this to begin with, but I didn't know that Pamela Anderson was doing that since 2023, and now
When I
know
learned that, I
because
was like, that makes sense, because
Yeah.
I think like she was the representation of beauty in the decades
Yep.
of the decade of the 90s there. So that shift now to more real beauty, which I don't know if we
Real
can actually,
beauty? Can
I don't
you
know if
say
we can
that?
actually say that. It does make sense. So good job to Shadow and Aerie.
Aerie, great stuff.
This next one.
Next one, we're getting a little prehistoric.
This is
We're getting
crazy.
tyrannical here. VML's Global CCO for Innovation, I'm sorry about the name, Baz Korsten, I think. This person created T-Rex leather.
He's advertising's mad scientist.
Yeah, it is. It is.
He's
'cause
just like this interesting fella. I don't know.
he doesn't do work, he does projects.
He does. It seems every April. It seems like he launches a new, interesting, innovative project. That's his job, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So tell me about the T-Rex leather.
All right, so it's T-Rex leather. It's pretty much, it's like a museum installation, and it's lab-grown leather built from ancient proteins found in T-Rex fossilized bones. And you take whatever the hell that means, and then they make it into a handbag here. And there's kind of a little bit of, it's obviously a press play, but there's also some sustainability to
Sustainability.
it. Yeah, so you want to get into that?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have to use real animals, right? Like in like all the farming of that. for,
Yeah,
like,
and like killing animals pretty much.
killing animals.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, people may not realize this, is already extinct. It's dead. We can't kill more
In breaking
T-Rexes at
news,
this point.
yes.
And so it's thank you, Ross. Breaking news. It comes off the heels of like lab-grown diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Lab-grown diamonds also are becoming more and more prevalent. Why can't we just have T-Rex leather? Why can't that be luxury?
Apparently, it's more durable, Jack.
I'd imagine so. I mean, the T-Rex isn't so durable; couldn't survive a freaking asteroid. But
Hold on.
I'm just saying how I feel.
This guy also did a couple other projects here. Last year, he did, what was it, a meatball, like a woolly mammoth meatball?
Woolly mammoth meatball. But this is what you want to see out of a VML. A holding company agency being like, yes, we're going to have this mad scientist that just kind of does crazy stuff. And of course, there's business results that come from it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like what you want to see. There's still room for it. There's still room to do some crazy stuff in the biz. So shout out to Baz. They need to change his name from Global CCO for Innovation to something a little bit more like Mad Scientist.
Mad Scientist.
Mad Scientist. That's a 2-minute drill.
That was a good job.
That was a good job. That was exciting.
Recording stopped.
Our next guest, we got him in studio. This is exciting. It's Dan Kelly, ECD for BBDO. Before Dan steps in, we're going to show what they just came out with.
Yes.
It's a follow-on to their Super Bowl campaign with Pringles. If you remember, Sabrina Carpenter makes a boyfriend out of Pringles for the Super Bowl, and this is their follow-on to that. I'll say no more. Let's play the spot, and then Dan will be in to talk about it.
I love you.
Pringleina. You're perfect. Heads up! I love us. No. No, 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 no! No! No!
Once you pop, the pop don't stop.
Try not to move.
I love you.
We're back. Here we go. Dan Kelly, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
Congrats on the new spot. Congrats on the new spot here. You don't see a lot of Super Bowl ads getting a follow-up. They seem like they're one and dones nowadays. So this is an extension, obviously, from what Sabrina Carpenter did. Give me the rundown on the decision to continue this effort.
I mean, if ever to stack an ad, it would be this one. Count it. Yeah, I mean, I think it just resonated so well. And I think what's great about Pringles is that we've got so many different DBAs, as we call them, whether it's like the duck lips or the can or the mustaches. I think with this one, we knew we cracked something like pretty strange and interesting. So, of course, we wanted to have our Super Pop in the Super Bowl. But then we're like, we got to prove that average Joes like us can find Pringle love, too. So the decision was more or less like, we have something really awesome here. Like, let's rock it again and stack it.
Stack it up.
Yeah,
Stack it up. Hey, is this a new phenomenon? Are you seeing more from like brands that, especially with the Super Bowl, it's so competitive, you almost want to like plan ahead? Because I think about Pringles, I think about FCB. This isn't your first go around with doing a Super Bowl commercial.
No, I've done a number of them, whether it's Paramount Plus or different things like that. I've had my hands. I've been fortunate to be in multiple Super Bowls. In terms of planning ahead, I mean, yeah, it starts depending. With Bosch, they started like very early, and Paramount Plus was usually like we're getting going early. I think in terms of Pringles, they're also like we know we're going to be in the big game. What are we going to do? So we're already like wheels turning like months out. So,
Yeah.
So what are the parameters around this? If this is something that we can continue to expect of this new distinctive brand asset,
Yes.
What are the parameters creatively? Like, does the character have to die at the end?
It's better if they do. No, I mean with the parameters in terms of, are you talking about more or less like the Pringles humanoid parameters, or are you
Yes.
talking about just Pringles in general?
Of this specific concept.
I think it's always just an unexpected plot twist, right? I think that, we're always kind of giving you something about Pringles, a behavior, whether it's stacking or duck lips, and then we just want it to go off the rails in some interesting or strange, unhinged way. So it's not that they need to die at the end, it's just that we want the funniest, most ridiculous thing.
That just so happens to be the best possible
It just
scenario.
happens to always kind of work, yeah. So.
That's great. It's interesting to see this in contrast to bringing in Sabrina Carpenter,
Yeah.
famous celebrity. I guess what's your take on all that? Of like working with a celebrity and weaving in the storyline. Obviously you're gonna get the pop, count it. From Sabrina Carpenter, but this one, I think I'll say it. I think this one's funnier.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your question is like, what's the difference between
Yeah,
doing
like-
like a
Well, you
celebrity
gotta
and just
do
an
it for the
average
Super
Joe?
Bowl. You gotta have
Yeah.
a celebrity in the Super Bowl to launch it, right?
I think look, there's a lot of great ads that don't have celebrities, but I think, especially with the way Pringles, it's like their 9th iteration of the Super Bowl. I think that, their interest to work with a celebrity was a good one. So we did want that big pop,
Yep.
and who better than one of the biggest pop stars to help it
Count
pop.
it.
And she's sort of famously single too, so that worked.
Right.
We kind of wrote this for her because as we were going, we're like, oh my God, if we could get Sabrina, it'd be perfect because, she's famously single, she's hilarious, she has that unhinged kind of humor, so
Yeah.
it worked out.
Yeah. Talk to me about the production of this and having and making the character making the character?
It's, we were big on making it look real. I mean, the clients, Mauricio, you had on the show
Right.
previously with Michael, we wanted the food to look delicious. It was not AI or CGI. I mean, CGI was just like here and there to amplify or whatnot, but it's all in camera. So we're literally stacking Pringles with like, we have like a base and then we're legitimately like, I think like 1,000, around 1,000 Pringles is
Who's
stacked up.
making the character?
Does someone have the best hands to be able to work with that steady hand?
We brought in surgeons. No, it's funny because so there are like incredible prop designers. So I mean, this one we shot in Bulgaria, and so we had sort of like really great sort of prop team out there, and flew someone in from LA to help as well. But yeah, I mean, it's really sort of tedious. And in this one, we only had like a Pringle janky on the side. We didn't have like in LA we had 3 of them ready to go.
Right.
But this one we had less backups. Yeah, we had to be real careful.
Right. Don't touch. Don't touch.
It was funny in Bulgaria, just like we were in the park scene, just to see these innocent Bulgarians sort of seeing like this weird thing.
You almost are looking into like maybe it's a religion, maybe there's like a cult situation here. I want to ask about, especially today, I think it's always very impressive when a brand can sustain a storyline or sustain relevance through a singular storyline, because in a world where like everything's so fragmented and everyone's kind of looking for a way to like have that big, I'm gonna say it again, pop. What's the mindset for these days of doing something that is a sustained storyline with continued relevance but follows similar parameters for a long period of time?
I mean, I think that's the goal, is to have some sort of consistency. Have a brand of humor or something you can kind of go back to the well with. I feel like, with the Pringle-based humanoids or whatever, we could keep doing that. But what's great about Pringles is that we almost have, unexpectedly delightful kind of unexpected twist, DBA-based stuff that we'll be able to go to that well to do all different kinds of things. I mean, like Andy Pearson's a friend with with Liquid Death. It's like if you know who your character is, you can continue to show up in many different places in different ways, but still show up somewhat the same as the same character.
Yeah, I think it's probably. I guess it's just a matter of, I guess the core idea and concept and insight stays the same. Maybe just the tactics. I imagine it's just like over the years you've just seen probably more social media like cut downs going out or like different other ways of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I think with once you pop, the pop don't stop. It's sort of, we always say that Mr. P is our pop piper, and there's all types of like popsibilities to talk about pops. But, so it allows us, it gives us sort of a myriad of ways to kind of have that unexpected twist, but it's still always rooted in Pringle DBAs.
Is this internally at BBDO, large agency, if you will, is this one of the most sought after brands to work on, like within the agency walls, would you say?
I'd say so. We got the snack pack with Cheez-It and Pringles. I think Rice Krispie Treats. Definitely, people want in on the Pringles game. People want in.
How do you balance that of like getting like other creatives opportunities, shots on goals, like for this brand? Because I guess there's like 2 different philosophies. Like you have your team that you keep it siloed, they grow and know the brand, versus like the open brief.
Yeah, I mean the good thing about BBDO is there's lots of big, awesome brands that creatives are super busy working on. So I think, we do want to have our pod and our core that sort of know the clients, know the brief, know the tone. But for the bigger stuff like Super Bowl, we are always like bringing in a couple other teams to take swings on it.
Yeah. How's it been so far with whatever you can share? Obviously you come over, FCB folds into BBDO. How has that been? We were kind of talking off camera. There's a lot of like reunions almost. But how has that transition been for the agency from your POV?
From my POV, it's great because I used to work at BBDO. I know CBH. He's a force. He's awesome. So it's great to be sort of back with him. Scott Bell was my boss for 8 years at Droga. This guy's a genius. He's hilarious. And then Michael, Todd, and Emma. It's great to be able to keep them as leaders as well because those guys are just awesome. So for me, it's kind of a best of both worlds, literally fusing together. And there's just tons of talent at BBDO that we're now able to kind of collaborate with from an FCB OG standpoint. So it's sort of 2 high schools coming together, but it's been really kind of great. And we're now just 2 days ago in the same office. So I think being under the same roof is really going to be a good thing.
Where's the office at?
It's over by Grand Central. It's like
Yeah,
short little walk from Grand Central.
We'll be over there. We'll have to stop there.
daily
We'll have to
news.
pay a visit.
To see if everybody's playing nicely. Actually.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to go. We're talking about the past. I wanted to ask because is it true that you worked on the Blake Griffin jumping over a Kia?
Oh, yeah.
For this slam dunk contest.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's
we
like
got
a-
we did a little slide. You can't see from here, but there's like an
Okay.
accolades, and one of the bullets is that you worked on that. Can we talk about that?
Let's
please,
go. I mean,
please.
that's the whole Blake Griffin Kia thing is like one of my favorite things I've ever done.
Was
It's
that
on
with
my
Drogo?
master's list. It's on one of my all-time favorite pieces of marketing.
Amazing. No, that was David and Goliath. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
I love it.
So I guess people may not realize, especially the normies, someone like me, don't realize that this is something that was planned,
a brand new
like months in
experience.
advance, that Blake
Yes.
Griffin would jump over.
Yes. So, my old partner Todd and I had an idea. We're like, okay, because Kia was an official, vehicle of the NBA, and we're like, millionaires aren't really driving Kia, so we were trying to find ways to sort of make it make sense. And one of them was, you could dunk over the car, and we had that idea. And then like 2 months later, we were on set shooting, and Colin Jeffries was like, yo, they want to do it, and Blake Griffin's going to dunk over a Kia. We're like, what? So then like literally like a week maybe later, we're there watching. And just also we had a camera set up, like a Phantom camera, and we were like praying that TNT would like move it to the side so that we could get the slow-mo.
Right.
But we didn't know. We couldn't see if it was going to happen. So we were just like, please. And then just also waiting to, please Blake, crush this and get to the finals. So that you get to the final round so you can do it. It all just worked out beautifully. And Blake's the man. We can go into Blake too, but and then that night we stayed up all night and then had the actual spot. But then of course it was bigger than the spot.
Oh my gosh! I mean,
it's one of the best.
It's probably. I mean, you don't realize it. That's a brand experience. Gino said it earlier. It's an experiential.
And
marketing.
you didn't think he was going to get to the finals, knowing that.
Oh, he's getting to the finals.
He's getting to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, we knew.
They had that in the back pocket. The producers like.
Yeah,
making
I mean,
this
listen, not a great moment for or a great moment for the conspiracy theorists who say the NBA is rigged. The
playbook.
One thing I will say about Blake Griffin, that guy is like having another writer on set. Absolutely hilarious, like great comedy sense. So we completely lucked out with him, and that's why we turned around and did the whole like red suit kind of comedy campaign.
And I feel like you got him at that moment. People didn't realize how funny and how personable. Obviously now, later in his career, and then since he's retired, he's got a career now in broadcasting for the rest of his life, and people have seen now how funny and how great he is. But at that moment, I feel like he wasn't as public with his.
No, I mean, even when we were writing it, we didn't know how funny he was, and then he was just completely continued to surprise us every day, like throwing out riffing lines and everything. So
that's great.
It worked out well,
And then just my other question, you're here, ECD, BBDO. Maybe advice for younger creatives, especially ones that are at holding companies. Within, a lot shaking up, a lot happening. There's a lot of outside noise, I would say. What's your advice maybe to a junior creative who's trying to figure things out?
I would just say be absolutely relentless. Like, don't wait in your lane to catch a brief, steal briefs, be bothering me, be bothering ECDs, CDs, go straight to CBH, go to Michael. I just think being relentless, writing on briefs that you're not even supposed to be writing on, kicking through doors, just don't let them tell you what your career is supposed to be. Carve it out for yourself and just be undeniable.
If you have ideas for Pringles, bring them on.
Bring them, baby.
Bring them.
Love it.
You gotta.
That's
I love it. Well, Dan, it's fantastic. Gino, anything else from you?
No, nicely done. Thank you for coming on.
Guys, thank you for having me. So nice to see you.
Dan Kelly,
Guys.
ECD at BBDO, came into the studio. Always appreciate that.
you, sir.
That
Nicely
is
done.
New work for Pringles is out now. Hey, average Joes can find Pringle love as well.
Oh,
Gino.
what's your favorite Pringles flavor?
Oh, favorite
Dan?
Pringles flavor, Dan, before you go.
I want to go barbecue.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. That's a good one.
I gotta get me some of that.
I'm a pizza
pizza
flavor.
sour cream, man.
You look like sour cream. It's also not sour cream. It's sour cream and onion.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
What do we got next?
Up next, exciting one.
hand
It's
it over.
Ellie's time.
We're handing it over to Ellie.
We're handing it over to Ellie. Bear with us while we do this transition,
Do we
but
have
it's Ellie's
transition
room.
music?
It's
Elevator
Ellie's
music?
room. Do. Here you go, Ellie.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, I need an Ellie's room jingle.
Here you go.
That would be cool.
It'll all be over soon if you're watching. This will be as much easier. Oh. Oh, I got it. Here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Someone just had a.
Okay. Renata, welcome to the Breaking and Entering show.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us. Where are you calling in from today?
I am in Cartagena, Colombia. South
Amazing.
America.
Your background is beautiful.
Thank you. People always ask me, like, is that a real background? And then they see the photos.
Well, when you first joined, I thought it was maybe a green screen.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. What's the temperature like? What have we got going on down there?
It's super hot, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
I think as an entrepreneur, when you work as much as I do, it's like 15-hour days. I always tell my husband, I just need sun and water.
Yes.
I'm like a
Amazing.
plant.
Oh my God. Well, there you go. You got all three.
Hence the setting, yes.
Amazing. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about your brand, Ebby, and we're going to talk about your new campaign that's launching called The Naughty Bride. So to begin with, I want to learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us a little bit about your background in fashion and intimates and how you ended up founding your company?
Yeah, 100%. First of all, thank you so much. Super excited to be here. Love the show. Super fun and just really great tips. So
We're super excited to have you.
yeah. So my background originally started in microfinance. I don't know if you've heard of microfinance before.
Just
but it's-
in reading about your background, I learned a little bit about it.
So basically, it's helping women start their own businesses to come out of poverty with small loans, like a loan of like $50. And so I started microfinance in India.
Recording stopped.
I started microfinance in India when I was, God, a very long time ago. And while I was living there, it was right after the tsunami. Women would always say to me, they're like, oh, it must be horrible living in the States. You have to show your cleavage and your legs to get a man. And I'm like, what? I'm wearing this sari every day. And I was cleaning these villages in India after the tsunami. And I was like, I hate wearing the sari every day. Like, I have to swim in this, I'm gonna drown. And so, you know, I lived there for 2 years doing microfinance, saw how powerful it was to be able to give a woman a small loan of like $50, and then she's able to start her own business and then take her entire family out of poverty. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. And when I got back to the States, I was watching the Victoria's Secret show, and it kind of hit me. I was like, well, maybe these women are right. Maybe we do use seduction to objectify women, and what if we could use seduction to empower women? So that led me on this long trajectory. I was introduced to the former CEO of Victoria's Secret, which is Grace Nichols. And she basically said to me, she's like, look, listen, kid, if you want to empower women using intimates, then I'll help you. And she's like, there's this one product that if you do it, you'll be very successful, because at the time, there weren't really companies that were trying to solve for the issues that women have with intimate apparel. AI, like, you know, this wire that we love to strap on. Or just like everything either had to be sexy and painful, and there was just no combo of just being sexy and comfortable. And so she basically just told me like this amazing factory and this product, and she's like, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna give you like anything other than that, but you need to learn how the sauce is made. And I ended up living in this factory for 3 months and learning everything there was about making bras and underwear, and I am now a professional thong slinger, not anything of what I thought I was gonna be when I was in high school. But you know, I started there, and we just started online. And it's been, I would say we started in 2018, it's been a really long road, but business has just started to, like, not just like for the last 4 years, it's been having some really strong like blitz scaling, and it's just really, really taken off, but mostly just focused on giving women a solution, right? Like, why do we have to choose between sexy and comfort, and why can't we look sexy and hot? And everything we do has innovation in it to give her the support that she needs without having the pain. I'm sure you've worn uncomfortable bras and know how like annoying that is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's brutal. It's like the greatest feeling in the world when you get to come home from work and take your bra off.
I know. And it's so crazy that women still do that.
I know.
What kind of bras do you wear?
Victoria's Secret.
Really? Wow. Well, because like you grew up wearing that.
Yeah,
right?
I grew up in this era. All of my bras still are hand-me-downs from like my older cousins who are like 5-10 years older than me. Literally still to this day.
And do you wear wires?
I honestly, sometimes, not always. More often than not, I'm wearing like Lululemon, like comfortable.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the Naughty Bride. Let's talk about this new collection. Let's talk about this new campaign. So if you want to give a little backgrounder on what's happening at Ebby and why this is important, what's changing, what this means.
Yeah, so look, we're a company that we don't really take ourselves that seriously. We have spent a lot of time talking to women and getting to know women intimately well. And what we've learned is that women have been wired to accept these like societal norms, and we are all about enabling women to break free from restrictions mentally and physically. And so like when we talk to women like about the things that they've been wired to accept, you'll hear things like, I was wired to accept, to apologize when it's not my fault, smile when I don't want to, like success means doing it all without complaint. And so we've just been like wired to these invisible rules, and we're all about breaking free from these and like breaking free from restrictions. And we do it in a very fun, cheeky way, because that's just the way that I am. And when it was, bridal, of course, every intimate brand does bridal. We had this one product that was just crushing it. It was like selling out nonstop. We couldn't keep it in stock. So I decided to extend the line, and I did this one Madame Noir in 5 different colors, and I named them different madams. And I'm like, what if these madams were to actually like enjoy their big day? And why is it that the big day is always all this pressure, and there's just like all of this tension around like weddings? And I'm like, why don't we just have like a lot of fun with it? So we basically got 5 girls together and threw like this massive rager and just had this crazy party, and like all the things that would normally happen in a scene from Hangover basically happened.
Yes.
And it's basically like if you're watching, it's like your side chat. It's like what you and your girlfriends are talking about. Where Ebby is really the brand that says the things that you're thinking but you would never say, and then giving you permission to laugh about it and just to be like why am I tolerating pain for support, or why am I subscribing to that I have to smile when I don't want to? And like it just really gives you permission to like enjoy this day that should be a little bit more weightless, a little bit less structured, and like give you the support that you need and like look fabulous and amazing and just have like a freaking amazing time. So we have 5 like really funny hysterical videos, and they're just so much fun. We just had so much fun.
It's a ton of fun. I happened to be a bridesmaid in a wedding this year it's my oldest cousin is getting married this year. So in watching these spots, I was totally playing along, being like, well, I think I'm Madame Ooh La La, of course, and my cousin Shannon is Madame Lux. So I want to know, are these characters that you've built in this world based on real people that you know? And also, which Madame are you?
Oh my God, 100%. Well, I'm the dangerous one.
Of course.
So I love anything that has to do with leather, latex, smoking cigarettes, being the bad one, forcing the shots down, making people stay out late, like making you feel like you woke up and regretted everything. I was probably a catalyst to that. So I'm definitely the dangerous one. But every single one of the girls is like one of my girlfriends, right? So
I love that.
The planner who's like always trying to keep it together, and she's planning everything and she can't keep everyone. Or definitely the spiritual one, with her sage, and she's talking about the chakras, and I have more of those friends that I care to actually have. I don't even know how I ended up with all of them.
Yes.
And then you just have like the crazy friend who like is talking to every single person, to every stranger, and ends up barefoot and has like all of the best stories. So these are like all representations of like really good friends of mine. But the reality is that this was built not just with my friends, but my creative director, who's just so incredible. Like we're like women, and when women have real conversations about like life and things that hold you back from being who you are or how you want to feel and being comfortable in your own skin, there's so much connectivity and relatability. And Lala, who's my creative director, she did this entire campaign. She brought a goat, she brought a priest.
Shout her out.
Yeah, so she just totally crushed this. She just totally crushed like every single detail in this film is like there's just a lot of intention. We're just like a sucker for the details, and so as funny and witty as it is, it's fashion and it's gorgeous, and you can see how this product allows you to be the best version of yourself because it's weightless and you still look super smoking hot.
Of course. That's amazing. So you and your creative director, you said her name was Lola?
Lala. Yeah, her name is Lala.
Amazing. So you two, I imagine, are sitting in a room saying, you know, this is my bridal experience. How can we bring this to life? Can you talk more about your process working with your creative director?
Yeah, 100%. So when we normally don't do bridal, it's just not like in our DNA, but we were like, okay, should we do bridal? And then we got together with Lala, myself, Ryan, who's also our fractional CMO, and we're like, okay, but if we're gonna do it, we want to make it cheeky, we want to make it fun, we want to make it real. And I think that even with my own friends, like I have friends that go through really hard times and they don't even share their experiences with me. So what we wanted to do was give permission to women to like really enjoy their day. So when we were like having this conversation, we were like, what really happens at a wedding? And Lala was like, I hated my wedding day. Like she's like, I was strapped into this thing and I told her I was so uncomfortable. I had this corset that was stabbing me so hard. And I'm like, look, I want things poking at me, but it's definitely not wires or corsets. And I was like so uncomfortable that I ended up drinking so much. And she's like, oh my God, me too. And then we're like, end up blacking out and not remembering anything.
Right. This actually, that's funny you bring that up because I have this quote written in my notes where you guys said, the wedding industry has always prioritized how a bride looks over how she feels. And I love that you guys are attacking it from the standpoint of like, let's do both. Let's look good and let's feel good.
Well, that's the biggest feedback we get about this specific product of the bridal collection. So it was our best-selling product. We did it in 5 colors. It looks gorgeous and very bridal. But the number one thing is people are like, I was skeptical. And they're just like, I can't believe that I can feel so good and look so amazing without having to compromise. And so I think that's what's making this so successful. And we really just want people to see this and like, you see Hangover for men, but we've never done one for women.
Right.
And so where we were just like, well, what really happens on the bachelor parties, right? What really happens with the bridesmaids? What are you really talking about?
Totally.
And just giving women permission to really enjoy that and being who they really are.
Amazing. Well, I love it. I think it's a ton of fun. Clearly, you're a ton of fun. Thank you so much for sharing with us, and we're so excited to have you.
I appreciate it. Definitely check us out on eby.co, and our Instagram is going to have a lot of fun. We're doing the naughtiest bride alive search. So we're really on the search for the naughtiest bride alive. So anybody who's listening to this, we want to hear what the confessions are. We've started to get some confessions, so there's some funny ones. I'll read one that was really hysterical.
Yes, please.
I handled family drama like an escort, polite, detached, emotionally unavailable.
Oh my God, that's so good.
I'm only marrying him for the golden retriever.
No, I get it.
Right? And so that's like that emotional connection, that intimacy that we're really like going for. So we're having a lot of fun. Anybody who gets the product, I hope that they love it, they feel supported, and they look beautiful. And I definitely need to get you some, especially for your bridesmaids.
I know. I'm gonna send the bridal confessions in the bridesmaids group chat, so you can expect some confessions.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Awesome. Ellie, listen, you're the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. It was lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, great job, Ellie. Nice job, Ellie. Let's see if she can get it. And that was Ellie's room. Gino, you have any sisters?
No sisters.
Nope. It's a old podcasting trick. I already knew the answer to that, but
Do you?
the audience. I have one sister.
I knew that as well.
I knew that. How's the show been so far for you?
Enjoyed it a lot, Jack, and I'm excited for our next segment.
Yeah, this is exciting. I mean, this is why we do it. This is why you do what you do. It couldn't be more exciting, this moment, because we've got two stellar creatives, two two creatives coming in to talk about some new work. And to me, that feels like that's what it's all about. Gino, do you want to tee us up once you get situated? Here we go. Can I get a zoom on Gino here? Look at this, just a disaster. There it is. He's gonna get it here any second now, and then we will continue with the show.
Oh, I think I got it.
This is why we need commercial breaks.
Gentlemen,
There you go.
This is it. There's been something that's been going on online that's been an issue. The Kansas City Chiefs flag has a piece missing out of it. A literal piece is missing out of the flag, and people online are curious what the heck is going on. Is this vandalism? Is this another sports team, your Chicago Bears, Jack, that came over and took a slice out of it, perhaps?
Yeah.
Well, we have the answers for you all. It is a part of a campaign, if you will, a part of advertising, but this time for good. And on with the show today, we have Buchun and his partner, Connor, who are creatives at BarkleyOKRP that are behind this stunt here, and they're going to reveal what the heck is going on.
Can we bring them in? Let's bring them in. There they are. Here we go.
Yo.
Connor.
What's up, dude?
Moment for Buchun's mohawk here. Buchun, let's get a side profile. Look at that.
Hey, I got it fresh for you guys.
That is fresh. Little context here. Buchun and I go way back. He's the original designer and creative leader on the Breaking and Entering show. Went to school together, studied together, watched him grow.
Look at this.
Throughout the ad industry.
This is just fantastic. Connor, do you like Buchun?
He's great, yeah.
He tolerates me. He tolerates me.
And Connor was a writer, I believe, on the Ad Meter's #1 spot. I believe it was 2020 Groundhog's Day for Jeep with Bill Murray. So I believe that was at High Dive. Connor is an award-winning creative as well, so I want to give him some props.
This is a big moment. Okay, let's. I want you all to explain what's going on. You're the professionals. What do we have going on right now?
Yeah, so, well, thanks for having us on, first of all, but also, so the Chiefs are supporting girls flag football in Kansas. That was kind of the reveal today. We had that teaser go out last week, and there was some confusion around it, which was great, and it got a little bit of press, but that was all leading up to today. It's kind of the kickoff of the Chiefs announcing their support for girls flag football.
Oh, so the missing portion of the flag was to represent the flag football, the flag from flag football. Is that correct?
Yep.
Exactly. There were a few guesses on that, but it was kind of everywhere. Some people thought there was going to be like new jerseys. People were talking about T-Swifts a little bit in there.
People thought he's a new player because he's also. Are they missing a piece? You know.
Yeah. So it's kind of all over the place, but it was just trying to get a little bit of buzz before we kicked off the campaign today, which just went out like 30 minutes ago, which we're really happy that it went out before this call because we weren't going to be allowed to say anything. But yeah, we can talk a little bit about the brief and the whole thing if that.
Yeah. As long, maybe we can show they can see the flag right now, Ross. Maybe we show them what we're talking about here, the audience. Of the flag.
Yeah, see,
this is what people saw online here to represent the missing flag here and to the Let Her Play campaign, which was revealed today. So let's back things up here. What was the brief to you all?
So the brief was the Chiefs came to us and they wanted to. There's kind of a lot in here, but in a few weeks there's going to be a vote. The Kansas Board of Directors are going to vote whether they vote yes or no on sanctioning girls flag football in Kansas as a high school sport. So that's the ultimate goal, but to get that done, there's a lot of awareness and education that needs to happen because girls flag football is one of the fastest growing sports in the country, but the awareness for it is way behind in Kansas at least. I had no idea that it was a thing. And then it's funny because then after we got this brief, then you start seeing it show up in the world. Like the NFL's been doing a lot recently.
It's going to be an Olympic Games, right?
It's going to be in the Olympics in a few years. and yeah, the NFL did a Super Bowl commercial. They're doing a lot of advertising for it. But in Kansas, the awareness is way behind. So the goal was to let everyone know that this is happening, get support for it, and then ultimately get the board of directors to vote yes, because there's such hopefully a big swell of support, emotional support. And so the teaser is just a piece of it. That was just kind of like drumming up a little bit of interest, but from here on out, we're trying to be pretty clear about what we're doing. That missing strip that you saw on the teaser represents the girls' flag that would be like played in a game. Buchun did a really nice design on those actual flags, and those are going to be taken. A launch video came out today, but there's going to be a really big out-of-home play with these flags. We're kind of taking them everywhere. It's kind of our symbol for the campaign, which is not groundbreaking because it's the flag and we're doing flag football, but it's like we want to be pretty clear on what we're doing. And there'll be everything from like little keychains of the flag to like massive flags that hang from water towers in small towns. Like it'll just be a big campaign across Kansas, informing people, getting them excited about it, and then everything will drive to a website where people can sign a petition that will go to the district board members, so that they're aware of how much people care about what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, the visual itself of like a piece of the flag missing, I think it's a super, out of the box thinking, like that idea. So you I guess Buchun, when you get a brief like that, it's kind of like a heavy issue. How do you, like, where do you go? What's your kind of creative process when you guys landed on the idea of like, okay, we want to have a visual representation to show that flag football is missing?
Well, we just want something shocking, so that's our kind of like our first thing that came to our mind, and then we kind of remember, what sports fans do when they are kind of like upset with their team. They burn their jersey, they burn their flag.
Yeah.
We're started in that kind of direction. We're thinking, hey, is there anything we can do like that? But then we don't want to go too extreme, and that's why we kind of landed on that missing piece flag. We think it's very eye-catching, right? And then, but it does not tell too much. So that's kind of like the design process.
How do you two concept? Is it like texting back and forth? There's no hours applied to you all? Like just run us through the brainstorming sessions.
No hours. Yeah. We text like 24/7. Sometimes.
Keeping me up at night.
Wouldn't it be cool if, because I know I've gotten these texts from Buchun before. It's like, got an idea.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be sick if we tried? And then a really great idea.
It's the best way. I think it's the best way to work. And it doesn't mean like we're like. It's just the hours are pretty flex and like it's a pretty casual.
Yeah.
I think it's important for like our audience. We interview a lot of CCOs, ECDs, if you will, to see the people that are doing it on the teams, the creative duo, how they work is so important.
Yeah, I was gonna also, if something like this, like sports are so a part of your daily feed consumption, your social media. It pops up everywhere, so it's almost impossible to avoid, especially if you're working on a sports-related brief. And Buchun, I know you have some experience in the past doing some NFL work. Can we talk a little bit about that? Is there anything you carried over? Was it with the Buffalo Bills in the past? Is that right?
Yes, that was with a New Era.
Okay.
The hats. We got Josh Allen to wear the hats. The Oshai Hospital, Children's Hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess is there anything that you're bringing over from those past experiences? Is there anything about like doing and working with visuals and art direction for sports or in the NFL in particular that maybe has stayed consistent or something that you've maybe learned?
I think the common thing is just like finding like a symbol, like for the Josh Allen, it was his charging potato, right? And then and the childish drawing of his, and this one is the flag, the actual Chiefs flag, the big one, and the actual football flag, which is a strip, right? So yeah, I think that's the key.
And
visual thing.
So the execution, the teaser was launched on the Chiefs Instagram page. Is that correct?
Yes.
Gotcha. And do you guys know what the next phase of the media rollout will be? Connor, I know you hinted at some out-of-home coming along here, but where can people find the actual launch video that we're talking about?
The Chiefs just posted it on their Instagram this morning.
They're gonna do their YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
And then it's also on their official landing page, the website for this whole campaign, chiefs.com/letherplay. It's there too. So and then we probably the influencers will help us launch too. They will share it on story so everybody will kind of see it.
Well, I guess I'm most interested. I want to go to this court hearing. I want to get out there. I want to get me on the picket line.
What's the arguments against it? Just a large investment, probably.
You know how it is, like school funding, budget. I feel like in Illinois, like the Illinois, they just are irrational sometimes. Yeah. So that it's like this is what it's all about. But I guess I would say I would want to be at the court hearing. Perhaps an IRL experiential kind of thing there.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please do.
I think it's actually open for the public to see the vote April 23rd.
Filibuster.
So, Kansas audience.
And we can always.
You got to pull up.
Yeah, Kansas City, pull up. And then I guess my last question is something like this where, I just have it written down, I guess I don't want you to speak for the Kansas City Chiefs, but why do you think the Kansas City Chiefs brand cares so much about making sure that, women's flag football becomes a high school sport?
That's a good question. I think it's because I was wondering the same thing, and I AI chatted that question last night. Kind of forgot what it said, but I think it's like this is a movement across the NFL. This is a movement, and it's a football movement. I think girls have been wanting to play flag for a while. There's a story about Caitlin Clark wanted to play football when she was growing up, and she never could, and she ended up playing basketball. She's obviously pretty good at that. But it's a trend across the sports and with the NFL, and I think it makes them look good too.
Yeah. It's a right thing to do. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a wild comparison, but a lot of times you'll see brands. They're like they take a stance for a cause, for something that isn't necessarily going to directly benefit them, but it's still good to be in that company and have that frame of mind with a consumer.
I think it strengthens the Chiefs in Kansas City has a really strong community, and across Kansas, it just makes it stronger.
Yes. It's like
good tailgating there too.
Kansas City has a crazy fan because there's not much else going on. I mean, I love Kansas City, but it's the only.
Like Joakim Noah now.
What?
You sound like Joakim Noah.
That was with Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was with Joakim Noah.
Are you throwing shots, Gino, at KC?
No. I don't need ops in KC.
No.
It's the last thing I need. No. But it's amazing stuff. Congrats to you both. We're excited to see it all play out, and we'll have to follow up. We'll give people the update on how the proceedings go in court, because I think it'd be a big win. I'm sure we're all rooting for it.
We'll have to make sure to put the link to petition in our content.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Amazing.
Congrats to you guys. Congrats to BarkleyOKRP. Congrats to the Chiefs for this awesome initiative. Really great work for you all.
Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.
That was Connor and Buchun, the creative duo over at BarkleyOKRP. They're the ones that are in the work.
They're in it.
That was idea, execution.
You sell it, you make it.
Yeah. You sell it, you make it.
You're going on shoots, you're doing you're monitoring, you're there.
It's exciting. I think
worthy.
The flag for flag football is interesting.
Yeah, the whole piece.
Do you think it's can-worthy?
Yes.
Stamp.
Absolutely.
Hey, are you starting to think about can?
Yeah, I was thinking about that today.
Is there anything maybe you want?
I don't know. I was BritBox. I think that I saw a post about BritBox from Uncommon. That was the one where they had one shoot, 14 million different costume changes.
Is it too late for Kit Kat to submit?
I don't think so. I think we're right around deadline. I think closes the 9th.
April?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I think we were going to submit something. Ross and I were working on it.
How much does it cost?
It's like a grand plus. It's like a per submission. We could do one.
I don't know if we can. I don't know. It depends. If you want to see us at Cannes, hey, sponsor the show.
That's
Why not?
right.
Get a sponsorship. If you want to see us continue doing crazy hijinks and whatnot,
We can have your logo there instead of the Subway Surfers.
It could be, yes. In fact, your logo can be the Subway Surfer, moving around, jumping around. So yeah, we're open to sponsorships for this show. Got some stuff in the works. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll be at Cannes, that's for sure.
We'll be at Cannes.
We might not win a Cannes, but we'll be at Cannes.
And that's the show. We'll get into the post show now, but we are live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on X. And if you missed the show, don't worry, you're good, because we posted on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify after the show is over. The production team, a big shout out. Great week of shows. We got Ellie back there, of course. We got Ross. We got Quincy. We got JR. And then we got Jonathan. We got Jonathan. He helps us out with
great.
editing. Jonathan Kaufman, shout out. Anything?
We got a big weekend.
Big weekend.
University of Illinois is in the
Final Four.
And that's all I care about. Once the show is over, that's all I'm locked in on.
I've been locked in. This team, fuck, man. I'm, damn, man. Can we time up you doing the explosion when I say the F-bomb? So I'll say, fuck. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So this is it. Illinois basketball, playing against UConn. I think Dan Hurley is hilarious.
Yes, he's good.
I don't know if you had a chance. I brought up yesterday, but the headbutt, where he like headbutt the referee.
I didn't see that, but he's insane.
He's insane.
It's gonna be hard. It'll be his third national championship if he wins this year, right? Mm-hmm. In the span of 4 years. Last time that happened was with John Wooden, I believe, in like the 30s.
60s, I think. I'm excited. Illinois basketball, what a turnaround. If you had to compare the Illinois basketball program to an ad agency,
let's go.
What would it be? To set the parameters, it's like the Illinois basketball 10 years ago was in the gutter, but had a great run in the 80s, went like down, and then back in the early 2000s had a tremendous run.
I mean, like, okay, so wait, define that again, because I have the agency.
80s, Illinois basketball was fantastic, great program. 90s, bad. Early to mid 2000s, incredible, and then it shit for like 15 years.
Okay.
Shit is a strong word.
Can you relax on the vocabulary?
Just because
I had
Illinois,
an agency, now I can't say it because you're saying it was shit.
Okay,
for
Illinois. All right, I'll be not shit.
Okay,
maybe weren't at their best. They weren't at their best.
Like I was thinking of Fallon, like high in the 80s, a little bit of a slump. I don't even know exactly. I'm not a historian, but like also going back up in the 2000s, really good. And then like a little bit of a break, and now they're comeback agency of the year, I believe. Like they're recently really, really hot.
On the standout list.
Yeah, they're on the standout list, whatever it might be. I was thinking Fallon kind of reminds me
of that. That's a good. I mean,
like ups and downs throughout the decades here, and they're crushing it right now. What was yours?
Is BBH?
I don't know about the history as well.
Because I feel like isn't BBH that's Sir John?
Yeah,
no,
of course.
So I don't know what the exact timing was. That like 70s?
I don't know.
But it's
when they were hot, and now they're hot again. Yeah, I mean like a comeback agency.
It is a comeback agency, but it's an agency like Illinois has never necessarily been a disaster.
No.
But Illinois, I think the expectations are always high.
Yeah.
Like this program should be good.
So then, what's your UConn?
Oh my God, UConn.
UConn comp, like a mischief. Like they got 3 national.
No, because
titles.
UConn was good. Like UConn's not necessarily newly.
Yeah.
They're another one where it's like a blue blood.
Kemba,
but like only post 2000, like late 90s, 2000s and on, and they had a rocky patch, and now they're like the premier program. I go to like Wyden.
TBWA in the 90s was really, really hot.
Yeah, but I think if you remove all the Apple, like TBWA and Apple, it's like.
Oh no, well that's Media Arts Lab. That's.
Oh okay.
Well TBWA had Apple, like they created Media Arts Lab later on.
Okay, so we can just only focus on TBWA and assume it like not the Apple stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know. That was my gut reaction. Okay, what's the next one? Michigan.
is
Michigan's fun.
Michigan's a think about Midwest. If you start getting the geographies, that's why Illinois Fallon was probably pretty good. Midwest.
Yes.
Midwest.
So Michigan.
Michigan is like think about Michigan as the Ivy of the Midwest. A little, they're smart, great.
Are you talking about the educational
I'm just
institution? Or are
saying,
you talking about the basketball prowess?
I don't know, a little bit of both. Basketball prowess, they're amazing right now. They were good.
When was the Fab Five?
Fab Five was in 1992, 93. Was that right? 1991.
And they're good right now. They've always been like pretty decent.
Let's go the other way. What college basketball program is Wieden Kennedy?
Okay.
Gonzaga? Because it's Washington?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going proximity, you kind of like.
It also no,
it's like Oregon. Oregon basketball has never really been hot though.
I know you gotta stick to basketball.
Yeah.
The reason I would say Gonzaga, knee-jerk reaction, Gonzaga has always been prominent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like there was the narrative about Wieden and Kennedy struggling from like a business perspective for like the last year or two. But to me, like, I think we just focus on the creative work. There's a lot of things that are probably also out of their control. So let's just focus on the creative work. I think Wieden is Gonzaga.
Okay.
But if Gonzaga had more of a history.
Yeah. I mean, what like a Kentucky? Who would be Kentucky?
That's like you're almost going like all time. It's an all time.
But like
consistent.
Yeah, but did they fall off? Were they even in the tournament this year?
They've had a fall off in the last year since Calipari left. Is there like a leadership? I wanted the other one.
You like this combo, Ross?
Oh, Ross.
If we were talking 5 years ago, it could be Ogilvy.
Ross is saying Ogilvy.
Nah.
I want to think about like Kentucky, the Calipari years where they were developing. All the freshmen went to the NBA. Remember they only got freshmen. Who's like developing the best talent? Who's got like the early career foothold? And
they lose them.
And then they kind of like.
And they go off.
And they go off
to the NBA.
To the NBA, whatever that means. Is that like just like you just call it VCU Brand Center?
Yeah. No, like where would you leave the ad industry? Let's say you do so well in the ad industry. Where do you head after that?
Where do you go? Like what brand?
You go like
CMO.
You go like maybe that's like a Crispin or something, or actually maybe like a Droga where they all create their own shops. That's kind of like Kentucky to me.
Yeah. Also Blue.
Yeah.
Droga.
I like Droga. Kentucky. Yeah.
Droga in the 2000s, I guess was like Kentucky basketball.
Yeah. Where are you going to watch the game?
We are going to Overlook. It's an Illinois bar. Gino got a reservation. He got a table.
For 12 people.
For 12 people.
And it looks like our squad, we only have 6 right now. Surprised that we know 3 other people.
Well, it's friends of friends or Philly. I think we know 2 other people.
Yeah.
But we're hoping we can fill that.
I made the math wrong.
If you would like to go. Actually, I'm not opening that invite. It's a closed invite.
Closed invite. Do we want to invite I invited this squad, the production team, last week. They didn't show up.
The production team, I've been hearing murmurs around the office of a happy hour being coordinated by the production team.
They went out last weekend as well.
They went out last weekend, and then I was like, we doing a happy hour today? And no, conversation shifted. No one actually answered me.
I see. You're trying to get in with the squad.
No, I guess like I get it.
When
like
the
you don't
boss
want coach.
shows up.
Like you don't want your boss coming to the happy hour when you're blowing off steam.
Only if the boss is bringing the company card.
I know. Well, that's kind of that's probably what they're trying to figure out in their side group chat.
Right. It's like,
you guys are like super seniors.
So what's going on? Is there a happy hour that you guys are hiding from us?
No, we're not hiding it. You're just not invited.
Mean Girls. This is Regina George.
I'm kidding. We're all going to happy hour. You're coming.
Where are we going?
Ross.
Quincy, where are we going?
Quincy. Route 66.
Route 66.
What's that?
Is it like a Cars themed bar?
What's the town? Dusty Springs or something?
Yeah.
Salty Springs. Isn't that Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh, Ross is trying to look at
Piston
Car
Cup.
City movie.
Radiator Springs.
Radiator
There it is.
Mater.
Mater.
Tell Mater.
Well, that's going to be fun. You know, you guys have a good time at your happy hour. I will not be going. I'll probably be going to the library.
I'll be there. I'm gonna go and sit with them the whole time. I'm never gonna leave. Nope. Isn't this great, guys? Us hanging out after
We're
work.
a family.
I'm just kidding. Handing out assignments during it. Talking
Wait,
work.
Gino, you're actually not coming? That's
Probably
kind of messed
not.
up.
Yeah, no, probably not.
That's kind of messed
No,
up.
He's trying. You're trying to play it cool. I get it.
I'm all good.
Yeah, camera's gonna turn off. He's gonna immediately
like, what
code
time are we
switch.
going?
Code switch immediately as soon as the cameras go off.
No, you guys, we do it on. We
you
have
guys
a
are
beer
coming?
on Fridays.
I don't like doing the beer.
can't
Quincy's
tomorrow.
not here.
That's right.
All right, well, that's the live show. Thank you all for sticking around if you did for the post show. We are live again on Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on LinkedIn, YouTube, and X. You can find us there.
You'll either be super happy or super sad, depending on how Illinois does.
Well, we'll see you next week. This is the Breaking and Entering Show, the marketing news show you deserve.
You deserve.
You deserve it. Good show. Good show,
Good
guys.
show, everybody.